Good morning, boys and girls. Last week was Resurrection Sunday, and we celebrated Jesus coming back to life. And we talked about opposites, about how God takes things that are ugly and meant for decay and rot and for death, and he turns them into things that are meant for life and things that are beautiful and things that are full of growth and potential. And we also talked about the opposite of what it means to lie down. And you guys told me, do you remember? You told me it meant to stand up. And another word we use for that is to rise up. And often we think and maybe confuse that Jesus arose on Easter morning with his ascension, which really doesn't happen for 40 more days. And so I just wanted to bring some things with me to help make that really clear. Of course, when you're sleeping, someone says that you rise up, you awake. Sometimes maybe has anyone sung to you the song, Rise and Shine and Give God the Glory? And you realize, oh, that's the song to wake you up, to rise and shine. And that is what Jesus did. He arose, he was lying down, and he was totally, completely, 100% not alive. He was dead. And he rose up as if it were a sleep. But of course it was not. But by doing that, Jesus kind of turned death into a long sleep, which is really amazingly powerful. He conquered death when he rose up on Easter morning. But he actually rose up and walked forth out of the grave. And so what I have in front of me are lots of feet. Luckily, these are not smelly feet. These are nice, colorful, pretty feet. And you can see here that I have lots of them in front of me. I actually have some hands as well because I wanted them to total a big number. So how many actual feet and hands do you think I have? Not how many pairs, but how many actual feet and hands do you think this is when you look at it? Want to guess? I have 40. That's right, because Jesus walked around on the earth for 40 days and he appeared to his disciples. He appeared to many, many people who were just talking about him. And they didn't even recognize him until he broke bread. He broke bread with them and he spent time with them and he had breakfast with them and he forgave Peter for denying him. He did all of these things on the earth. And this is really important because sometimes people might be tempted to think that Jesus, that's a good story that he rose from the dead. But there are so many eyewitness accounts, And he spent 40 days doing that. So I brought with me 40 hands and feet. And the feet are special because Jesus walked around on the earth for that many days. And the hands remind us that he appeared to his disciples. And when he appeared to his disciples, there was one that was missing. And when they saw him later, the disciples, they said, hey, Jesus appeared to us. And he said, yeah, not going to believe that until I see his hands and his feet and the scars where they would have nailed him to the cross. And so that's why I use feet, because I want you to know that Jesus spent time on earth 40 days before he ascended and went back to the Father. I'll see you guys next week.